Hey, it's redemption time on GameChangerz. Hi everyone, welcome to GameChangerz. Mike Lonsborough with the boss, Kelly Kellner. You really have to have your energy up. I really thought you lacked energy last game, so come on, gotta have you going.
I gotta tell you, I'm stepping it up, and here's why. I had to reload my online sports betting account 3 times last week. Tom Luzzi goes 0-3 in CFL. I load up for the first game. I do it. I got a nice round robin. I got parlays with all of the CFL games. Triple header. I'm sitting there in my pajamas, ready. I got a bottle of Jack Daniels beside me. And what happens? We lose the first game. One of the worst games I've seen in a long time. The Edmonton game.
Yeah.
So I go after that, reload, repound the Saskatchewan and the Hamilton game. Saskatchewan loses. Well, they win the game, but don't cover the 3 points. They win by 2.
Yep.
Oh my God! I had to go and take my empties back before the third game to reload the betting account.
Well, I'm glad we're back to normal. Here's redemption time. We're going to look at the CFL matchups this week, and the first game up is the Argos and the Stampeders. The Stampeders, the class of the league, and doing it with smoke and mirrors somewhat because they've had a lot of guys injured. And this week, Eric Rogers may be back, but I'll tell you what, Reggie Beginton has become the go-to guy. He's been phenomenal in his 2 games. They've lost Daniels and Jordan for the year, but they still have this next man up philosophy, and they continue to win, and I can't see anyone beating them.
Yeah, especially the Toronto Argonauts. Toronto 3-9 going in. Now, the line on this game is 13.5. It's a lot of points, but they score them 7 at a time, and I think they're going to be scoring a lot of those 7s at a time in this game. So Tom Luzzi's first pick, this is the Friday night game. We're going with the Calgary Stampeders minus 13.5 points. Game number 1 of the 4 games this weekend.
Lions and Ticats, one of the most exciting games you'll ever see in the CFL last week. Can they duplicate that excitement? Well, they go to Hamilton for the rematch. And, you look at Jonathan Jennings and Brian Burnham, that combination is simply lethal. They had a kind of an up and down season. Now it looks like they're coming along. That West division is tough. You don't know if you're going to make the playoffs. 4 points separate second from fifth. What do you think on this one? Ticats at home?
Yeah, Ticats at home. Tom Luzzi's going Hamilton minus the 7 points at home. And I got to tell you, I really like that pick. That defense, you give up with 0 time left. You give up a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and then you lose in overtime. That coach has got to be all over them, and that defense has got to be fired up. I see them coming out firing hard. Take the Saturday morning game in the CFL, Hamilton minus 7.
June Jones, when you have a chance to win it with a field goal, take it. Simple.
Yeah.
I mean, we can pick that up. The next matchup we have, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers and the Edmonton Eskimos. I do not like the Bombers quarterback, Nichols. I do not trust him. He had an all right year last year, but injuries and inconsistency this year. The Blue Bombers looked like they were going to be solid, then they kind of faltered back. The Eskimos with, I think, the best receiver, Duke Williams in the league, and Mike Riley is a great combination. Big Hill's supposed to be back for Winnipeg, and Andrew Harris supposed to be back. Will that make a difference? I don't think so.
Well, Tom Luzzi's going with the Eskimos minus 6 points in the second game on Saturday. I got to tell you something, though. I sure wasn't impressed with especially that first half of the Edmonton game last week. It was brutal to watch, actually. Compared to how amazing that Hamilton game was, the Edmonton game, I was just rolling my eyes. However, we are going with Edmonton minus 6 points in the afternoon game, so take that one.
The refs really didn't help out in that Edmonton game either.
No.
I mean,
Oh,
so
my
many
God, yeah.
bad calls. I mean, my God. The Rough Riders and Montreal. The Alouettes taking on the Rough Riders at home. Johnny Manziel, no matter what you do, behind that offensive line, you're not going to get a lot of traction. Still looking for his first touchdown. Still looking for his first win. He is improving, but like I said, that offensive line is tough for anybody to play football with.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is a Sunday game in the CFL. Saskatchewan, 6.5-point favorites in Montreal. Tom Luzzi's going with Saskatchewan on this. So basically taking all 4 favorites this weekend might be a great spot to take a nice round robin, cover yourself a little bit, parlays. We think those favorites are all going to cover.
Wonder what the early bet is on curfew for the Riders. It is Montreal. It is the best road trip in the CFL.
I was in Winnipeg the weekend of the Banjo Bowl, and the Rough Riders were at the Fairmont Winnipeg downtown where I was staying. I watched them. I went up in the elevator with them all together. They were focused. They weren't sneaking out. But where the hell are you going to go in Winnipeg?
That's right. Montreal's a different story.